Welcome back to News for the Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. We got a lot to cover regarding the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you guys haven't noticed already, Marvel Studios' The Marvels is already out in theaters, but I don't really think a lot of people care about that. That movie is actually not doing really well. It is a box office bomb, unfortunately, and it's actually going to be the very first official movie that I'm going to go ahead and skip out on. The first one from the MCU, at least, I'm going to skip out on. I've never done that before. This is the very first time. You guys know that I'm a huge MCU fan, but as of late, the quality has been kind of lackluster from the Marvel Studios, and but one project that I'm really excited about is Fantastic Four. Now, if you've seen the previous Fantastic Four movies from Fox, and then that one made-for-TV film that came out back in like 1990, which was also a huge failure, by the way, I've always wanted a good Fantastic Four movie, and I think Marvel's First Family really deserves a good treatment. And the reason why I'm making this video is not only do I cover Marvel Studios stuff, and if you're interested, definitely be sure to subscribe, like, and comment on the video, of course, because I'm going to be talking about more Marvel Studios stuff moving forward. Yes, I'm mainly a Spider-Man channel, and I've been like that for quite a long time, but often I would like to also talk about Marvel Studios stuff and other parts of Marvel. Even if it's DC Comics, I'll also like to talk about that, mix it up a little bit, because I can't always talk about Spider-Man. There's a lot of stuff going out in the world of their, of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and, Marvel Studios and, Marvel Comics, and I really want to address those things and just talk about it. And also, I want to talk about it because I am a fan of Pedro Pascal. I really like just about everything he's in. The guy's blowing up lately. He's pretty much in every project that you're pretty much looking forward to, and the fact that there's reports going on regarding Pedro Pascal being cast as Reed Richards really caught my interest, and I want to talk about it. So this is coming from superherohype.com, and it says here that Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four reboot has reportedly found its Reed Richards Mr. Fantastic in the Mandalorian star Pedro Pascal. Now, I want to make sure, I want to emphasize this, that this is reports. This is not official. If Marvel Studios didn't announce it, then it's not official. However, there was also a report saying that the Fantastic Four has officially been cast, but they're not going to reveal it until, I guess, D23 or a little bit later or next year or so. But I can't wait to see who's the entire cast of the Fantastic Four. So according to Film, Pascal has signed on to play the patriarch of Marvel's First Family and the director Matt Shakman's Fantastic Four. Industry scooper Daniel Rickman, who's a really very reputable insider in when it comes to Marvel Studios, stuff like that, and tends to get a lot of stuff right, a.k.a. Daniel RPK, initially reported that Pascal is simply in talks for the role. In contrast, Film source says that the actor's involvement is a quote-unquote done deal and should be announced pretty soon. Deadline backs up reports that Pascal is up for the role of Mr. Fantastic. However, that's outlets' sources claim that the deal is currently far from done. The Hollywood Reporter's sources echoed the sentiment, saying that the scheduling is a factor of whether the deal will work out. At any rate, Pascal has certainly made a name for himself in the genre sphere as of late. He stars as main protagonist Din Mando Djarin in Disney Plus's live-action Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, which aired its third season earlier this year and is currently gearing up for a fourth. Additionally, Pascal recently took on the co-lead role of Joel in HBO's acclaimed television adaptation of The Last of Us, which was amazing, by the way. I really enjoyed that series. Had a lot of fun, and The Last of Us is really a franchise that I'm a huge fan of, especially the first one. The second one, not so much, and some of you may know about my feelings about that game in particular. And as far as the superheroes are concerned, he also starred as main antagonist Max Lord in the 2020 DC Extended Universe film Wonder Woman 1984, which was not a good movie, honestly. You can definitely skip out on that. It's really not that important. With James Gunn taking over the DC Cinematic Universe and just reshaping it, that movie really doesn't matter anymore. Mr. Fantastic's on-screen history, of course, should be a deal be finalized if one hasn't been already. Pascal would hardly be the first person to portray Reed Richards in the live action. Alex Hyde-White played the character and producer Roger Corman's unreleased 1994 film in The Fantastic Four. The Lone Grufford later played Mr. Fantastic in the 20th Century's Fox Fantastic Four duology from 2005 to 2007. Miles Teller took over the role for Fox's 2015 Fantastic Four reboot. In 2019, Marvel Studios has regained the screen rights to Fantastic Four thanks to parent company Disney's acquisition of 21st Century Fox. John Krasinski subsequently made a cameo as a multiversal variant of Reed Richards in the 2022 Marvel Cinematic Universe film Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Don't care what a lot of people say. I actually enjoyed Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It could have been a little bit more different. There were some expectations that I had, and the movie took the film into a different direction, and it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. Not in a good way, but the movie wasn't just terrible as people were making it out to be. But anyway, moving on with the article, the Fantastic Four returned to the big screen in 2025. Marvel Studios announced its big screen reboot of the Fantastic Four in late 2020. The studio originally tapped MCU Spider-Man trilogy helmer John Watts to direct. However, Watts ultimately departed the project, which I'm happy with. I don't want him to touch the Fantastic Four. I'm happy with how he ended Spider-Man in Spider-Man No Way Home, with WandaVision director Shackman taking his place, which is a really good idea. I enjoy WandaVision, and I think WandaVision is a solid Disney Plus series from Marvel Studios. Jeff Kaplan and Ian Springer penned the first draft of the script. Marvel subsequently hired Josh Friedman to do a rewrite. In addition to Pascal as Reed Richards, the film will reportedly star Vanessa Kirby as Susan Storm, Invisible Woman. That said, Marvel itself has yet to confirm either casting. Still, with filming expected to begin in 2024, now that the SAG-AFTRA strike is over, MCU fans can likely expect more updates in the coming months. Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four is currently scheduled to open in theaters on May 2nd, 2025. So we got long ways to go. We got to wait until, Marvel Studios announces some more news. Maybe perhaps they'll announce it in early 2024. But it would have been more poetic if Fantastic Four got a 2024 release. But because of the strike, it delayed it, of course, and now we're going to have to wait a little extra year. But it would have been the perfect year to launch a Fantastic Four movie. 2024, Fantastic Four, you get the drift. They both have fours in it. But whatever. I'm excited nonetheless. If Pedro Pascal gets the role of Reed Richards, I'd totally be down for that. The guy has a lot of range. He could play just about anybody if he wanted. But I honestly was rooting for John Krasinski as Reed Richards, from the Fantastic Four, because I did enjoy his performance with the little screen time that he got in the film. But if they get Pedro Pascal, hey, I'm down for that. I'd be happy if he got cast as Reed Richards. But you let me know your thoughts. Do you think Pedro Pascal would make the perfect Reed Richards, a.k.a. Mr. Fantastic? Or were you hoping that John Krasinski would return to the role? If not, who would you pick? Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you all don't miss anything. And I'll see you all in the next comic panel.